Hello.
I don't know. Yesterday I didn't join the class actually.
Madhukar. Madhukar, we have done with basic settings. No, we have been done with the basic settings. Any remaining part is there, up to number ranges we have been done, no?
Yes.
Yes, in the basic settings, few more steps are there. Just I want to tell about the things, and after finishing that, we can move to the GL settings. So if you see here the number ranges, what do you mean by number ranges is nothing but as I have been told you in that video you can see. So document type. Document type is nothing but document type determines the type of transaction. So which type of transaction we are going to do, it determines the document type. So for suppose the document types in SAP or anything in general, like if you are going to post any transaction, you have to understand which type of document you are going to post. Whether it may be GL account or AP means like a vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment, asset accounting. The document types are segregated. So depends upon the transaction you are doing, we can call as a document type. Whether you are going to post any GL account, the document type is nothing but a SA we can tell in SAP. SAP has been given pre-delivered things, document types. So I want to show you in SAP so that you will be understanding. So we are having the submodules like GL, AP, AR, asset accounting. No, four submodules are there. So four submodules, what we will do, like slowly we after finishing the basic settings, we move to the GL. So we have to set up the GL configuration. We have to create the GL master data, and we have to post the transactions GL. So at the time while posting the transaction, the GL, the document type is mentioned by the SAP is nothing but a document type is called as a SCA. SCA is nothing but a GL account posting. So when the user is keep posting the transaction GL account, then that is called as a SA document type. What is SA document means you have to tell that GL account posting. So how the SA has been came means like a system SAP has been um, predefined some document types. So I want to show you the document types. As per the module, we do the configuration. No, for the particular module, I will show you. For the sake of our understanding, I want to show you in the SAP. If you see here, just I want to give the user ID and I want to give the password to log into the system. If you see here, /n OPA7 is a transaction code to see the document types. If you see here, just I want to show you the GL account document, SCA. So just press enter. If you see here, SA is predefined by the SAP. So if the document type is SA means you have to understand that the user is going on posting the transaction for GL account posting. So this SA is pre-delivered by the SAP. So SA is nothing but a GL account posting. So just click here, select this line item and go to details button. And you can see here the document type SA is nothing but GL account posting. When the user when the user is posting the transaction of GL, the system will take it as a SCA predefined. So the GL account posting in SAP document type is a SCA. The number range has been allocated to SA01. So if you want to reverse the document of SA, means the user has been posted the GL document and is any wrong means like after posting there is no option to delete. So we have to reverse the document. The document type for GL account is AB, which was been pre-delivered by the SAP. So here in SAP there is no delete option to delete the entry. So we have to reverse it. But suppose if you want to reverse the GL account, the document type, reversal document type is predefined by the SAP is AB. So if you see here, mostly the required during the posting entry means like reference number and document header text. These two fields will appear when we are going to post this document type SCA. So I want to show you that how to post the document type document. So generally this is the easy access screen. Have been recorded or not? Yes, this is the easy access screen, and the users, like end users, keep on posting the transaction by going with the accounting, for financial accounting, general ledger, document entry, and if you see here, just double click here, GL account document. So when the user is posting the GL document, the system will tell to enter the GL account document. You just forgot about this thing. For our company, we have not done the configuration. Just I'm showing the how will be the impact of the document type. This is the document type of GL. So when the user is keep on want to post the transaction GL, so if you see here, this document header, this is the reference number came from the SCA. This is the one for this particular document. Why? Because I have been showing you the document type as a GL posting. Here also, if you see here, this is a GL posting. So the user will be keep open the screen and he will give the necessary fields here, data entry, and he will do it. The GL, which GL account has to debit, which GL account has to create. So we have to create the master data. So we have to create the GL account. Then only he can post the transaction with the debits and credits. That's it. So if you see here, document type, which document type it is? SA. SA means GL account posting. So if you see here, I have been open the document full details over there. These are the will be the all the things will be linked here. Understand? Understand? Yes.
Yes.
Shmita? Okay. So every transaction there is a document type. For suppose if you are going to post GL account, the document type is SA. If you are going to post a vendor invoice, there is a document type has been given by the this thing. So likewise, you are having the document type. So I will let you know one module sub module we are going to do the configuration. At that time, I will let you know all the things so that it will be in the sequence to understand. If I tell all together once means you may lead to confusion. Document type means nothing but like if you see here, what do you mean by document type? Document type determines the type of transaction. Which type of transaction you are doing with respect to that particular document will be determined by the predefined by the SAP. For suppose I have been given quoted one example, GL account means SCA document type. So header text and reference field also have been shown. So if you see here, the tolerance group or tolerance limit. So what do you mean by tolerance? The tolerance means the limit. This refers to way to make sure that employees do not exceed their limits in terms of amount or discount in financial transactions. So for suppose the employees who are working in a particular organization, for suppose they are the management has been told that for the particular group of people has to pass only 1 lakh rupees only. They are given the limit of 1 lakh rupees. So they have been put the limit beyond the 1 lakh, then the system won't allow them to post the transaction. So that is the tolerance limit fixed to the particular group of people. So that is the tolerance. So why it is happening means it is the management control. They will decide to post the transaction for the group of people for the particular amount. The limitation has been fixed. Understood? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the options which are there in SAP. So I am telling that all the things over here. So without any confusions, you can understand this. So if you see here, the posting key. The posting key determines the debit and credit side of the transaction. It is also called as it also controls the field status of the document or transaction. For suppose if you want to post any transaction, for suppose if you want to post a GL journal, for suppose, what you have to do, you have to give the date, you have to give the all the posting date, document date, and period, in which currency you are posting, for which company code you are posting. You have to give all the details. In addition to this, you have to give the debits and credits. Look, it determines the debits and the credits posting key. So which GL account has to be debit, which GL account has to be credited, you have to decide it. So that is nothing but in SAP, if you debit one GL account, for example, you have been paid the rent account data to bank account credit. So rent account will be debited, bank account will be credited. Why? Because the amount is goes out from the bank. So expenses is the rent. So in P&L account, we show in the debit side. Correct? For that, how it will be knowing all those things by doing this, by seeing that the transaction you will understand, and after understanding the this thing, you have to record the transaction particular by posting the transaction into the system ERP. So if you see here, the posting keys are nothing but SAP has been given some posting keys. If you give debit in GL account, the posting key has been predefined by the SAP is 40. If you give credit in SAP, the predefined one has to will be taken as a 50. I have been quoted over here for GL. If you are going to debit one transaction with the GL account debit, that is as taken as a 40 as a posting key by the system. And if you have been like in the GL account, you have been create one GL account, the credit posting key will be the 50. Here you have to understand that the GL account, when you are going to post, the document type is SA, and if you are going to post in journal GL account, the debit posting key is 40 and credit posting key is 50 as it is predefined by the SAP. Understood? Hello? Ashmita, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Casually we give the debits and credit. The system will take it as a debit as 40 posting key, credit as 50 posting key in GL account. When you are going to enter the GL account, the system will take it as a debit posting key as 40, credit posting key as a 50 in SAP. Okay, is it clear for all of you?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, in case of customer, debit means 01
Ah,
and credit
yes.
means
I have been mentioned here, customer 01 take into system if you are going to debit. For suppose you have been sell the goods to the customer.
mm,
What will be the accounting
mm,
entry? Customer debit to sales revenue credit.
mm,
So at the time customer will be debit, no, debit, the system will take it as a 01 as a posting key. And what you have been created? Sales revenue. Sales revenue you have been created. But the thing is that system will be taking as a posting key as 15. As vendor will taking as the debit posting key 25 and credit posting key 31. So you will see in each and every submodule, I will let you know, no, at that time you will see in the 40, 50 posting keys. For the sake, like you have to understand for GL, the posting key is 40 for debit and 50 is the for the credit, likewise. Understand? Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Kushmika?
Yes, understood.
So this is about the basic settings. What we have to do is nothing but like you have to do the configurations into the system. So just I will come back again. And I want to open the document like a configuration document and we do this. What are the remaining? I have been just explained. No, I will do the configuration to system in SAP. You are into basic settings. This is a step we have to do. So tolerance group or tolerance limit refer to way to make sure that employee do not exceed the limit in terms of amount or discount in financial transactions. So I will go with the transaction code and you can go with the path also. OBA4 is a transaction code. Just I want to go with the transaction code /n OBA4. Just press enter. Go to the new entries. Here I'm not creating the group. Why? Because we are the user now. We are not having any group. So this is the option to create the group. So so as per in the document, the group is there. Just don't view the group over here. If you view the group, the what is the use of group means we have to create one group and we have to assign the user IDs. For suppose Ashmita is there, Madhukar is there, Sudhir is there, Kishore is there. So we have been made one group and then in that group user IDs will be assigned so that for that user IDs will be assigned to the particular group and we will give the limits. So in that group who are available for the system won't allow to post the beyond the limit. So we have been fixed the 1 lakh rupees for suppose. So 1 lakh and above, it won't allow to post the transaction by the system. So this is the group. Now we are not having any group. No, so that's the reason what I'm doing is like I just want to create for the company code. Yeah, I want to give the company code. What's your company code? Sir, it's BAJM.
BAJM.
BAJM. So this is the one. So here this is the sandbox, no, like this server, like we are using for the practice all the things, no. So I will allow the per document like a maximum highest 10-digit number is 999. I will allow. If you give 1 lakh here, if you the system won't allow to post the transaction beyond the 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh and below it will be allowed. So what we will do is like nothing but here, just if you want to give 1 lakh here, you can give 1 lakh here. But the thing is like we are doing the practice over there with each and every document type, no? So I'm giving the highest 10 digit number as 10 nines. Maximum amount I'm giving here. Understood? Like cash discount per line item, I'm giving 5%. And the revenue, like you can use a minimum permitted payment difference like 10 rupees and 10 rupees I'm giving. You can give whatever the thing is like minimum amounts I'm giving here, the revenue expenses, and the thing is like a amount per document. I'm giving the highest 10-digit number. Why? Because we are doing all the transactions. No, actually, it will be told by the management to do this control so that as per the requirement of the management, we use this. This thing and we will be set up these groups, and under that groups we will decide that how much of amount has to be declared, and all those things will be gathered from the client. So if you see here in the document also have been mentioned, just we have to save it. What is your request? Bajaj Group, correct?
Yes.
Save it. And if you see here, assign the users to tolerance group. So I have not been created a group. So if I have been created the groups, the users can assign. So what I have to do is I have to go with the OB57 assignment, and simply I will give the user ID, our user ID only, /n OB57. OB57 is the transaction to assign it. So go to the new entries. Here I will give the user ID of me. Already I have been given for so many batches, no? So I will go for some user ID, I choose the return and just press enter. And if you are going to do, you just give your user ID over here. Don't do the tolerance group here. Just save it. Just for the thing like user, we are using that here. If you go with the tolerance group here, under this tolerance group, you have to give the all the users so that system will understand that for the particular group, these are the user IDs has been assigned. So for the particular user IDs, the system will allow them to post the transaction. What are the limit you have been given, like 1 lakh or 2 lakh over there, that will take into consideration. If you are posting beyond that limit, the system will throw the error that you are not permitted to post the transaction. Why? Because you have been given the tolerance limit of this thing. Okay, understood? Understood,
Yeah.
Ashmita?
Yes.
These are the
Yes.
common things. Yes, tell me, Madhika, do you have any doubt?
No, no, no. No, sir.
Okay. Okay. These are the controls, that's it. Now, the tolerance group for GL account. When we are going to post any GL account, so we have can fix for the GL account tolerance also. How to fix? The tolerance group defines the limit within which the difference are accepted and automatically posted to predefined accounts. The transaction code is this, and this is the path. So I have to go with I am going with the transaction code OBA0. OBA0 is the transaction code /n OBA0. Just press enter. Go to the new entries and you have to give your company code. BAJM is our company code, and we are not creating any groups. Just I'm giving the tolerance group for tolerance. Just give you the this what is BAJM, Bajaj Motors. That's it. We are not giving any groups. Why? Because we are not creating groups, and that we are the user over here. No, that's the reason I am mentioning over Bajaj Motors. And debit tolerance for groups of GL account in local currency means we can do the minimum amounts of 10 rupees debit posting, and here also I'm giving 10 rupees. Within this we can post it. So we are giving the minimum amounts to post the transaction is 10 in INR local currency. So we are telling the system to post the transaction with it. We are giving the limits, the minimum amounts, the 10 rupees, 10 rupees. Beyond that, we can post the transactions. That's the about the tolerance of the GL. 1 minute. We have to save it. If you see here, these are the things like we have to save it. Whatever the credentials we have been given, we have to save it. The system will understand this, and what we have given the input, the system will react like what you have been done, like after posting. This will be there in impact. So if you see here, the posting key, as I told you, posting key determines the debit and credit side of the transaction, and it also controls the fields which appear at the time of transaction posting. So note, creation of new posting key is not required since whichever standard posting key has been given by the SAP is sufficient enough to cover all kind of transaction even in real time also. Okay, that rather posting keys I have been told you know transaction to transaction difference. Transaction is nothing but if you want to post any GL account, the transaction is a GL transaction. If you do, the document type has been predefined by the SAP SCA. For SCA, if you are going to post like one GL account is debit, one GL account is credit, you have been given the debit posting key will be taken as a system like 40 and credit posting key is taken as a 50 in GL account. And if you go for the vendor, it will be changing. If you go for the customer, it will be changing the posting keys as like a system has been given the predefined ones. That is much more sufficient and enough. There is no need to create the posting keys. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Ashmita?
Yes, sir, understood.
Okay, now we are moving to GL settings. What do you mean by GL settings? First of all, like I want to open the slide. What the GL settings we have to do? We have been done with the enterprise structure and we have been done with the basic settings. In enterprise structure, we have been seeing the company code business area, and we have been assigned the company code to company, and we have been moved to the basic settings. In basic settings, what we have been seeing the fiscal year we have been seeing the variants we have been seeing variant principles is nothing but like physical area variant, posting period variant, field status variant. So these are the three variants we have been explained. We have been done the configuration to system, and what we have been done. We have been explained about all the things, and there is like defining and assigning. We have been defined the fiscal year variant, which fiscal year we are using for our company code. We have been defined and we have been assigned to company code. So we are doing the configuration for the company code only. So we have been told that for the particular company code we are using the non-calendar year as a fiscal year. Fiscal year is nothing but accounting year or financial year. So we will call in fiscal year in SAP. So as we know that every fiscal year financial year is having 12 months. In a month is nothing but a periods in SAP. So 12 periods we will be having. In addition to that, four special periods has been given the provisional entries. We have to do it adjustment entries as per the standards given by the SAP. Thus, we have been assigned. After that, we have been came for the posting period variant. What do you mean by posting period variant? Means when you are going to post the transaction, the period is nothing but when you are going to post the transaction, when for which month you are going to post, that is the posting period variant. We have been created one variant and we have been assigned to the variant to the company code that we are telling that these are the variants we are using. For the company code we are doing for the particular legal entity we are doing the configuration so that for particular what is our company code BAJM. BAJM means Bajaj Motors. So we are doing the configuration for Bajaj Motors and for which organization is account organization unit is accounts and finance. We are doing the FI part, financial accounting, implementing into their organization units, accounts and finance department, ERP, SAP. So we have to do all the settings. So for the particular legal entity we are defining and we are assigning. So after that, open and close posting period. So what we have to do? Open close posting period. Open means like which period is open, which period is closed. Means nothing but like period is nothing but a month when the user is posting the transaction, whatever the transaction may be, like a GL, customer or vendor, asset, whatever the transaction is there. So we have to make a control. So suppose this month is September. September is nothing but like we have been started the financial year April to March. April is the first month and sixth month as per the April to March we have been taken the consideration. No, sixth month. September is the sixth month. As per the calendar is ninth month is the September. So system will consider as a sixth month. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Just I'm brush upping all those things what we are done, and in addition to this, I will go for the GL. So this is the thing like a system will calculate that thing, and which period is to be open. Which period is to be open? Like for suppose if you are open the September month, then the end users can post the transaction in the month of the September only. They can't go for the backdated entry in August. Why? Because the period is closed. So there's the open and posting period. So which period has to be open, which period has to be closed, we have to decide in the open and close posting period. It was been done. We have been seeing the number ranges and we have been seeing the tolerance groups and the posting keys and document types we have been seeing, and we are moving to GL account. So what is the GL account settings we will see right now. So GL settings, chart of accounts, account groups, retained earnings, and creation of GL accounts. So what these are the things we have to perform in GL settings. So this is the configuration up to here GL settings. This is the master data of GL account. What is the master data is nothing but we have to create the GL account. Without these account groups, without all these things, we can't do it. So we have to do this chart of accounts and account groups. We have to segregate the account groups. Like you see here, profit and loss account, we can segregate incomes and expenses, and balance sheet is there means assets and liabilities we will be segregating. So if you want to create any GL account, you have to decide that which GL account has to comes under the which group. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So what we will do is like I will do the configuration into the SAP. How to do the configuration? I will open the yes. I just want to open the document. Now we are moved to GL settings. So we came for the GL submodule. So in order to post any general ledger accounting, so we have to set up the settings. So what are the settings we need? We need the chart of accounts. Define the chart of accounts. What do you mean by chart of accounts? Anybody?
Chart of accounts is a list of accounts.
Yes, correct. Chart of accounts is a list of GL accounts. Okay, understood, Ashmika?
Yes, understood.
Chart of accounts is the list of GL accounts which is created at client level and can be assigned to one or more that one company code. So if you have been created the list of GL accounts means consisting of chart of accounts. So the whatever the GL accounts you are creating, that is the list. How many GL accounts you are creating? The list is nothing but a chart of accounts. So if you see here how to create the chart of accounts. So OB13 is the transaction code. And if you see here, this is the path. So I will go with the transaction code OB13 /n OB13 is the transaction code. Just press enter. And if you see here, we are going to create our own chart of accounts. These many chart of accounts has been created by the users. So we are going to create the chart of accounts by clicking the new entry. If you see here, you have to give the 4 characters over here, the chart of accounts. So what I will give is like the same like BAJM, I will take it. There is no compulsion to take BAJM company code as chart of accounts. So for our remembrance, like is in the sequence without any for anything else like you can retrieve easily, so the reason I'm taking as a BAJM. If you want to take any alphanumeric, you can take it, but the thing is like it should be rememberable. So every time it will be asking the chart of accounts. At that time, you have to recollect what you have been given the chart of accounts. So BAJM description means what? I'm giving here the chart of accounts for BAJM is a company. I have been told this is the chart of accounts for our company. So which language we have to maintain? English. Okay, the length of the chart of the GL account number. So the GL account you have to create first. Next step, when we are going to create the GL, so what will be the length? The maximum length has been given by the SAP is 10 digits. So I will go and I will give the four digit number. What will be the 4 digit number? 1000, 2000, 3000, or like 1111, 2222, you can take it, correct? 4 digits. So have been taken as a 4 digits as a GL account. When we are going to create a GL account, at the time we have to give the 4 digit number only. Understood? Here this is the meaning. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
I will let you know how to while creating the chart of accounts, GL account, 4 digits only you have to give. Why? Because we have been mentioned the length over here. The maximum length SAP has been given 10 digits. But the thing is like without any confusion, I am taking as a 4 digit. When we are going to create the GL account, at that time we have to take it as a 4 digit number. So for this chart of accounts consisting of list of GL accounts, what are the GL accounts you are creating, that all the list will come under this chart of accounts. So we are creating the chart of accounts right now. We are defining the chart of accounts by mentioning the BAJM and description in chart of accounts for the BAJM for our company code. We have been maintain the language in English, and length of the GL account number is 4. We have been given the maximum length has been given by the SAP is 10. So now what we are going to do is like we have to save it. Okay. And after that, what we have to do? We have been defined. Now, how the system will know that for the particular company code, which chart of accounts we are using, we have to assign this chart of accounts to company code. Next step. I've been told you like defining and assigning, defining and assigning. What you define, you have to assign to the company code. Then only the full-fledged of configuration has been done, and the system will understand that for the particular company code, these chart of accounts we are using. Until unless if you are not been like assigning to the particular company code, the system won't understand this particular company code has the what type of chart of accounts it's using. So that's the reason we are being assigned the chart of accounts to the particular company code. Understood?
Yes, sir.
In this step, we assign chart of COA means chart of accounts to respective company code. So access the activity using one of the following navigation option. Just you are going to go with the OB62, the transaction code. I will show you in the transaction code OB62. You can check with the path also. /n OB62 is the transaction code. Just press enter. If you see here, there is no new entry. Change view assign company code to chart of accounts. So we are assigning. Go to the position, give your company code BAJM. For which company code you are assigning? So BAJM is Bajaj Motor Private Limited, is situated in Kerala. Which chart of accounts you are using? BAJM. Then system will understand that the chart of accounts which has been mentioned, like it is used in English language, and the length of the 4 digits has to be given. So it will understand like that. So we are assigning over here by saving that the system will take into consideration. Understood? Define the account groups. The account group control the piece which appear during the creation of GL master, and it is also control the number ranges. If you see here, account groups determines what? You have to segregate into groups. So suppose if you want to create any expense account, rent account. Rent account comes under which? Expenses. Expenses comes in which item, like a P&L account, it will comes under. Okay, like that we have to segregate in P&L account how many groups are there, balance sheet how many groups we have to segregate. So then the system will understand when you are going to create any GL account, and at the time of the creation of GL account, you have to mention that particular GL account has to be comes under this group. In which item? We have to mention, no? That's the reason what we have to do, like we have to create the account groups. How to create the account group? This is the transaction code and this is the path. If you see here, OBD4 is the transaction code. /n OBD4 is the transaction code. Just press enter. So if you see here, account groups, so many people like you has been created their own account groups as like as their requirement. Client will let us know how to create the account group. So you have to go with the new entries. In the new entries, what are the chart of accounts we have been created? So what we have to do, the chart of accounts, what we have been created, BAJM. Okay. I've been told a list of GL accounts. We have been created like a chart of accounts. We have to mention which group. First of all, we go for the balance sheet and I've given the asset. Here the few characters is allowed. So that's the reason I'm giving here. Here we can elaborately, we can give assets. So here I'm telling that 1000 to 4-digit number I'm giving the 1000 to 1999. So I am telling the system that if you are going to create any GL account under asset, it starts from the number 1000 to 1999. So these many GL accounts we can create. So in real time, they will let us know that how many GL accounts has to be created in which group and all those things. By taking their information, we have to put it in these things and we have to save it. For an instance, what we are doing is like if we are going to create any assets, under the assets, the 1000 I have been given 4-digit. Like while creating the chart of accounts, I have been told you the digits, 4 digits we can use. That is the 1000 is the 4-digit number. Not only 1000, any 4-digit number you can take it. So what is the use of this account group means when you are going to create the GL account, the GL for the particular GL account, for example, you have been taken the expense accounts. Expense account comes under which group? P&L, correct? So if you see here, 1000 GL accounts can be created on the assets. So we are aggregating all those things. If you see here, VAJM and liabilities. Here, liability starts from 2000. I'm giving in the sequence 2000 to 2999. You can give like any number, like a 4-digit. So if I'm going to create any liabilities for suppose like share capital, so I have to start with the 2000. And if you are going to create any GL account in the liability, it should be from 2000 to 2999. So I have been given the 1000 GL accounts can be created on the liabilities. If you see here, VAJM expenses and 3000 to 3999. You see here, this is the VAJM income. Incomes. So I have been taken as a 4000, 4999. That's the thing. So understood, no? I have been taken as 1 series for asset, 2 series for liabilities, 3 series for expenses, 4 series for income. So for our easy understanding, I have been taking like this 1, 2, 3, and 1000 to 199 and 2000 to 2999. These many GL accounts we can create. There is no restriction to have only 1000. As per the client business requirement, we can go and we can do the from number to number. For our practice, more than enough the 1000 GL accounts for asset, 1000 GL accounts for liabilities, 1000 GL accounts for expenses, and 1000 GL accounts for incomes. So just I want to save it. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Ashmita? Ashmita, are you getting? Ashmita is not there. Okay. So next step, what we have to do in GL settings? We have to go for the GL settings. Retailed earnings. What do you mean by retained earnings? As you know very well, Madhukar.
Yes, sir.
Retained earnings.
Uh, any profit or earnings which you carry from previous year to next
Yes,
year?
yes, yes. Just you know everything, but I am just asking you that the thing. Retained earnings account is created and used to carry forward the balance from one fiscal year to next fiscal year, correct?
Yes.
Yes. We have to take as a provisional like OB53 is the transaction code and this is the path. If you see here, I will go with the transaction code and I will show you. If you want to go for the path also, you can go /n OB53 is the transaction code, just press enter. So what is our chart of accounts? BAJM. So if you see here, it is in display mode. Just I want to open /n OB53. Just display and change right the table. Somebody has blocked HANA 02. So if you see here, this was been blocked by some other people. So if you see here, blocked by another user, HANA 02. The table T030B, you requested to process already been HANA. Just I want to open the log /n SM12 is the transaction code, just press enter. And who has been logged? HANA 02. And go and search. Just select all, delete these logs. The system will accept to do this thing like OP53. Just press enter and press enter. Here the system is allowing us. So just put X. We have not been created any GL account. So if we have been created any GL account like year end activity, so we have to give the account number over here. So for an instance, we am giving the X and I'm not giving any account. So it is like a mandate field. We have to give here provisional. So we have to give X. If you want to give X or Y, you can do just I want to save it. Why? Because we have not been created a GL account. If we have been created a GL account, we can do GL account. Just is the warning message. Any yellow color symbol, yellow color thing has been changed. This is a warning. Just ignore this and press enter. And it will be there in the transport request. So this is the way to create the retained earning. Retained earning is not a month-end activity, no. So whatever the things has been there, it is to be carried forward to one fiscal year to other fiscal year. Then at the time, if we create any GL account, we can mention this GL account. Then it actually will take it as the GL account. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So these are the GL settings we have been set up into the system. Now what we have to do is nothing but like this we should not do the mandate settings. This comes under controlling, don't worry. So we have to create the GL accounts. So what we will do is like in tomorrow's class we will be going to create the GL accounts. Okay, now we have been set up the all the settings for GL settings, and we have to create the GL accounts. What are the GL accounts? Like a bank account and share capital account. These are the things like we have to create, like expenses, incomes, and all those things we have to create. Okay. So in tomorrow's class, I will be creating the GL accounts and I will posting the transactions. So whatever we have been done the configuration from the enterprise structure basis settings and GL settings, GL masters accounts we have to create, and I will post the transaction. I will let you know that how will be system will behaves. Okay, I have been told you the number ranges. I have been told the field status variant. I have been shown the all the things. How will be the impact? I will show you the report so that you will be understanding. As my explanation is like I will show you like in the posting of transaction we have been told. No, so while post the transaction you will be seeing what are the configuration we have been done in the basic settings. All the things will be seen in impact in the posting of transaction. So we are set upping the GL. Tomorrow we have to create the GL master and we will post the transaction with respect to things. So debits and credits I will give after creation of GL accounts, and you will be seeing the report and you will be understanding much more than from tomorrow. You will be seeing mostly daily you do in your offices like accounting, no? So you will see it here. So you have been done the configuration of this particular GL settings, and we have to create the master data tomorrow, and we have to do the transaction data tomorrow, and we will see the reports. Okay.
Yes, sir.